Greetings, YouTube! Danny Staten here on the Daily Dan blog. I'm bringing you some good stuff today. Today I'm taking a look at The Witching Hour. It's a number 14 from 1971. I'm really digging that really cool cover. That's going to look good on the wall when I hang all the rest of these Witching Hour comic books I'm doing for the next few days, next few months, who knows how long. I've got quite a bit of Witching Hour comic books, and I'm going to try to get through them all in a row. So bear with me as I take you all down the Witching Hour road. This one's called The Haunted House in Space. And inside the front cover, you get all them really cool ads from back in the 1970s, from all the really cool stuff you could order. Hey, I actually ordered this boomerang, and it worked. It was one of the few things that actually worked. This Frankenstein was a giant piece of plastic that hung on the back of your door. It was really cool. It scared my little sister once. Hey, check it out. In the front cover, you get some witches talking about an upcoming adventure with some spaceships. You get that one heavyset witch, that one really ugly witch, and then you get this witch, which is like Sabrina, the teenage witch. Hey, I think she's cool. I think she's my favorite witch. She reminds me of Elvira. Let's get going on the story. What do you say? So in full panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan blog, let me compliment the art in this comic book. I think it's off the chain. I love the old comic books with the old comic book smell. A 1971 original. As Scotty and Kelly, two astronauts with very zombie-looking features, ride the universe on patrol, protecting our beloved planets from aliens. When they run into an alien, and check the face out on Scotty. Scotty looked like a Neanderthal or something. He looked like a Bigfoot in a spacesuit. Anyway, Scotty and Kelly open fire on aliens. They must be Americans, because that's what we do. We don't know. Aliens, shoot, shoot, shoot. In full wonderful panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan blog. I'm giving you a space battle. God dang it, it's like Star Wars up in here. And Scotty hollers, fire, fire, fire now. And they fire upon the alien ship, and the alien ship blows up like the goddamn Death Star up over there. Yeah, Scotty and Kelly talking over. They say, yeah, we did a good job. We took the aliens out. The witch don't seem all happy about this. Matter of fact, the witches get together and say, them aliens didn't last too long, did they, guys? And here in a freaky thing, it's like this little 14 months in space story just kind of ends right there. And when you roll over to the next page, and I did that live so you can see, it says which witch is a witch. And then they start talking about this goober-looking guy here, and he's like, Captain Kirk, if you had a little mustache and goatee-looking thing, because he's messing with some green chicks, he's fighting off some alien-looking creatures. Yeah. He's even putting out a fire like a fireman, I guess, down here. That's some weird stuff. And then you get just an ad for some milk duds, all the really cool candies guaranteed to give you diabetes and make you really near death back in the day. And you can win these really cool stuff that they can sell to help pay your hospital bills. So in full, I don't understand what the freak's going on panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan blog. Once again, we see this Captain Kirk dude rolling around the spaceport, hanging out with his really cool spaceship. I wonder if this is supposed to be like Kelly, Scotty from the other ship, and this is where they wound up after they blowed up some aliens. Well, anyway, he's trying to explain what he done to Green frickin' Lantern over here. Green Lantern don't seem happy that he done blowed up some alien spaceships. I guess because the girls on this planet are green. You think somebody might have saw a couple of episodes of Star Trek when they were drawing this comic book. Anyway, the witch is looking on from the side as all the people party over in the Creature Cantina with some really good art from 1971. And my favorite part is they even got the green chicks from a Star Trek comic book showing up in here. This dude's trying too much to be like William Shatner, even though he looked like that guy from Gone with the Wind, Red Butler or something. And then you get more commercials because it's a 1971 comic book and they tried to pile as many commercials into a comic book as they could get. Check out this little speed racer, little car that you could remote control around the yard. Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? And then you get these Woodstock things because it's 1971. You can order all the cool bracelets and little charms they wore at Woodstock. Then you could feel like you were part of the 60s. Anyway, these green bitches ain't got no morals up in here as they messing with the Captain Stewart, and everybody else. But this guy's going all Captain Kirk and Red Butler at the same time as he's giving the green chick a spin. They taking them a little dance. They giving each other the eyes. They throwing some lip action, and the old ugly witch is jealous because nobody on earth's gonna give this girl any lip action ever. Hey, YouTube, it just dawned on me. It just dawned on me who the captain was messing with the green chick reminds me of. It was this scene that reminded me that this guy reminds me of Johnny Boots. Johnny Boots, New York comedian. That there is a spitting image of Johnny Boots. Well, maybe if he's like 30 pounds lighter. Yeah, Johnny Boots is a little on the porkier side, but I guarantee you I've seen some of his videos recently, and I think he may hang out with this green chick. Because I saw the green chick looking over his shoulder in a video. You should check that out. What a horrible place. I'm getting tired of looking at that. Anyway, this guy may have some homosexual attitudes, as his friend seems to be a little upset. He's been messing with green chicks. They're getting in an argument over him messing with green chicks. Oh my God, this is going 1971. Johnny Boots and Lars. Oh no. Yeah, they got in a little bit of fight. I wonder if they're fighting over the green chicks or fighting over the fact that he's messing with the green chicks. Kind of makes you wonder who drew this comic book in 1971 when they stripped the men down in their underwear and have them fighting around because one of them messed around with the green chick. They fight so bad they kick their asses outside. How can you go outside and fight in space? Oh my God. And guess what? This guy's name is Archer. And he's having trouble with the cockpit. Oh my God. Anyway, then we get this wonderful collection of back patches. Yeah, I actually ordered some of these back patches too. And I had a few of these bad boys that actually my old granny sewed on my jacket. I had a jacket that had a big full flag with a peace symbol back patch on the back of it, which is really weird because most of my family was in the military. Oh my God, they just took out a big ass ad on this mother. You get all this wonderful, cool stuff you could order back in 1971. This was the ultimate jewelry and back patch collection. I'm not even going to say what I think that looks like. What do you think that looks like? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, check this out. That's some really cool stuff. And you could have had any of this stuff and you could have ordered it right here back in 1971. And then we get the dead letter office. And anybody that sits through this thing probably is going to wish they were dead. But I'm going to go through it real slow so you can pause it and read it if you so desire. I don't know too many comic book nerds that would take time to pause that and read it. But I'm sure there's one or two of you out there. So the witches get together. They're all happy with what's going on. You know, the green chick getting messed over. The green chick must be a witch's daughter or something. All the witches are upset and decide, we got to curse these people and send them to where? There's only one place we can send them to. Title drop. They're going to send them to the haunted house in space. With full panels brought to you by the Daily Dan Blog. Now that's good stuff. I want to take this time to tell everybody to be sure to check out my friend Dave Sunstorm over on the Dave Sunstorm channel. You know, the good stuff channel. Lots of good stuff coming up over there. And be sure to check out my friend Pat McCormick, the Golden Rage of TV, the best retro TV trivia channel. They are. So in full disastrous ass panels brought to you, my Daily Dan Blog. Them astronauts are getting shipped off to the haunted house in space. Now tell me, even if you were driving down the road and you saw some shit like this on the side of the road, would you be irked to go over there and hang out? Would you want to go party in this place? But if you saw this sumbitch on an asteroid floating in space, would you not do everything you could to avoid it? But of course, these geeks in this spaceship detect something with their sensors. A box that contains some kind of rare element, some kind of treasure, some kind of something they have to have. So they're off over there heading to find it as they travel to the haunted house in space. And right off the rip, the story goes dark. These guys are getting greedy and arguing over who's going to control whatever that damn thing is they're looking for. And right off the rip, one of them blows the other one away. So, you know, this ain't going to go real good for these guys up in space. And then you get more freaking ads. You get a free ride from a model. Yeah. Because, you can really get a free ride from a model. What do you think about the free ride from the model? Let me know in the comments below. It was called the Aurora. I never had this and know nothing about it. I think maybe the people who wrote that movie, The Black Hole, might have seen some of this. Because up in that haunted house, they're going all through it. There's some mysterious clouds floating around, some strange noises. And then you got old Bob-looking, robot-looking thing bobbing around and a fucking old lamp from 1916 hanging in the haunted house. Because the haunted house is in space, right? Oh, my God. This book's getting a little stupid with the story, but the art's really good. Check out this hideous-looking face. Look like my high school teacher from back in 1975. I did, Miss Irene Rogers. That is the spitting image of you. You evil old bitch. I hated you, Miss Rogers. Anyway, the astronauts are searching the house. They're searching the house for whatever little element in the box. They detect it with their sensors and they're not finding it. And they keep getting in fights over this thing they haven't even found yet. And I think that's just the stupidest story plot that ever was. And here, for $20 monthly, you can order your high school or military rings from this really cool company located inside a comic book. Because I'm sure if you were getting a military ring or a high school graduation ring or a wedding ring, you'd be reading this fucking stupid comic book. Oh my God, I hate commercials like this. Who was that designed for? The parents? Anyway, rolling right along, that was a joke. They're getting all excited as they fight over who's going to get the element. Finally, the dude has found the element. But then this other dude, knocked out dude, and they're getting in a big scuffle over the whatever the hell's in the box. Probably that thing from Pulp Fiction, because we're never going to know. Right? Never going to know. Well, in this twisted plot, astronaut number 3 here, white suit we'll call him, wound up with the box, and he's running all through the place. The other astronauts shooting at him and chasing him in this long drug-out panel that makes you want to pull your hair out and scream. Finally, there's a big explosion, and that shows somebody with an axe. This is the Grim Reaper, and the Grim Reaper sticks the axe onto a tilt box looking thing, and clank, giant steel walls fall down all around. And even though you got your little box, dude, you're trapped in a room with a torture device. You're in a torture chamber, and guess what? It's the end of this incredibly crappy story. Yay! And the witches wrap it up with a little dialogue explaining to you, these people, that when you do these things and you flip on your friends and you become a space asshole, you wind up tortured forever in space hell in the haunted house by these evil, wicked space witches. And I don't get the story. I really don't. But I have to give credit where credit's due. It had the diggingest cool art you ever saw. And this is outlandishly stupid. You can order these little toy soldiers right here in the back of this comic book. Look, you can order the Civil War guys if you want to fight the Civil War, or you can order the Roman guys if you want to fight the Roman wars. We actually ordered these little figures back in the day, but we used these little Roman guys when we did our little Dungeons and Dragons things for the tokens, because the real D&D dragon token stuffs and pieces were really expensive back in the day. We had to make do with what we could. And thank God that brings us to the end of this comic book. And this comic book review, in the last page, you could order some records. Some really cool records by these really cool artists from back in the 60s and early 70s. Here's how you done it. That was the little order form. Because people who bought comics really did listen to a lot of records in 1971. I remember I was 6 and I liked a good comic book and a good Snoopy record. I love that really Snoopy song. That was my big thing when I was 6. Anyway, you can order these damn seeds again, sell them seeds, and win some crappy-ass prizes. And they make sure they put a full color of them crappy little kids that actually got good prizes. You little bastards. And you could have got any one of these really cool things, which all turned out to be junk. Oh, a guy wound up getting the telescope, and it lasted about a week before it fell apart like a piece of Chinese junk that it was. And that's my look at The Witching Hour, the haunted house in space. from 1971. While I wasn't really impressed with some of the stories inside, I found the art in this comic to be excellent. And if nothing else, I really think that's a really cool cover. How often do you see a haunted house floating on an asteroid in space? That is kind of cool. And I think it's going to look good on the wall with the other Witching Hour comic books when I get around to hanging them up. Until next time, this is Danny Staton on the Danny Dan blog. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Be sure to join me again when I do some more Witching Hour comic books because I got a bunch of them. Until next time, blog over, dudes.